Silt-Saver is proud to present a case study on the Georgia Department of Transportation test site of the High Velocity Dish Check 24. This video case study covers the time period of December 2022 to June 2024. The installation of the High Velocity Dish Check along the Jefferson Davis Memorial Highway US 1 in Georgia marks an important development for sediment control and channels. This project aimed to provide an effective and low-maintenance solution to control runoff velocity, minimize sediment transport, and stabilize channels without the need for heavy equipment or extensive labor. The High Velocity Dish Check is available in two sizes, a 24-foot and a 14-foot. The High Velocity Dish Check is pre-assembled and sold as a kit to ensure quality control and consistency of installation. The kit consists of a high-visibility green velocity restrictor sheet prefabricated with post and attached skirt. The skirt is used as a front water seal and a rear scour guard to prevent undermining and rear scouring. An additional rear scour guard extension is provided to further reduce channel scouring. Compression tubes filled with killed dried wood chips and compression stakes are provided to take the initial hit of stormwater and sediment. This allows the green velocity restrictor sheet to act much like a level spreader to release the stormwater in a controlled manner. Silt-Saver High Velocity Dish Checks were installed on December 19, 2022. The Silt-Saver High Velocity Dish Checks shown in this video replaced 5 traditional fabric dish checks. Previous traditional dish checks failed twice and were replaced, leaving severe scouring in the ditch. Silt-Saver High Velocity Dish Checks were installed into the same ditch for testing. Soon after the installation, a 1.63-inch rain event occurred, causing the 10 remaining traditional dish checks to completely fail. These traditional dish checks were located up-channel the Silt-Saver High Velocity Dish Checks. Despite the added stormwater volume from the 10 failed upstream traditional dish checks, the Silt-Saver High Velocity Dish Checks successfully slowed the velocity of the stormwater and then released it in a controlled manner. The following scenes are the monthly rainfall figures and corresponding photos. On April 18, 2023, Georgia Department of Transportation listed the High Velocity Dish Check 24 as accepted. Silt-Saver continued to monitor the performance on the test site. Silt-Saver documented the process of removing sediment buildup from the high velocity restrictor sheet in a video filmed for the case study in June 2023. The video demonstrates a simple method of removing the sediment buildup. No structural repairs or replacements have been necessary. This video documents the only maintenance ever performed on the high velocity dish checks during this study. The traditional fabric check dams located up-channel repeatedly failed during the monitoring period. During these failures, the High Velocity Dish Check 24s were forced to handle a significantly increased volume of stormwater during rainfall events. In December 2023, Silt-Saver announced the documented results of 1 year on the GDOT project. The results include the following observations. No structural repair had been needed, better performance than traditional methods of ditch stormwater control, no heavy equipment was needed, installed in minutes, and the prefabricated kit included all parts needed. After receiving 69.14 inches of stormwater by the end of December 2023, the High Velocity Dish Checks had achieved the stated goals of an effective and low-maintenance solution to control runoff velocity, minimize sediment transport, and stabilize channels without the need for heavy equipment or extensive labor. On June 7, Silt-Saver revisited the test site. This addendum documents the additional rainfall conditions of the GDOT High Velocity Dish Check test site. The traditional check dams continue to demonstrate failures, resulting in additional stormwater flow to the down-channel High Velocity Dish Check 24s. Natural vegetative growth was permitted to grow. By providing controlled stormwater flow in the channel, the High Velocity Dish Check 24s facilitated the establishment of vegetation within the channel. The following are pictures of the 4 structurally sound High Velocity Dish Checks still performing the function of ditch velocity control 18 months after installation. The following was observed on June 7, 2024. No structural repair has been needed, better performance than traditional methods of ditch stormwater control, at no time during the test was heavy equipment needed, a total of 96.37 inches of rain was successfully controlled and released by the High Velocity Dish Check 24s. The list of state DOTs that have approved the High Velocity Dish Check 24s continues to grow. In conclusion, the implementation of the High Velocity Dish Check along the Jefferson Davis Memorial Highway US 1 proved to be a successful intervention. By leveraging innovative design and prefabricated components, the project effectively managed stormwater runoff while promoting vegetative establishment and reduced labor costs. This project stands as a model for future initiatives aimed at controlling runoff velocity and stabilizing channels in similar contexts.